You've got questions and we've got answers. Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, answering the questions that new leaders ask us. Actually, it's our goal to help all leaders be more successful, productive, and confident. In today's episode, we're talking about making feedback meaningful. Are you ready? Let's get started. When we teach about feedback and coaching in our Bud to Boss workshops, we talk about making the feedback that we give be about meaningful things. And people always say, so Kevin, tell us more about what you mean by meaningful feedback. And so that's the point of this short video today. What does it mean for feedback to be meaningful? Well, here's what I would say in short. Meaningful feedback is about things that matter. It's about things that matter. So how do we do that and be successful at it? Number one, meaningful feedback is not fluff. Too often, especially on the positive side, people want to talk about the things that are just easy, like, keep doing a good job, or, I really appreciate your smile, or some other fluffy thing. Now, these may be true things, but are they truly meaningful in the work? Unless you're working at a trade show booth and the smile is a hugely important part of the job, that might be fluff, right? So make sure, if we want the feedback to be meaningful, it's got to be things that really make a difference. Second, it's not nitpicking. You've probably all gotten feedback from someone where you feel like that's just about some little bitty thing that doesn't really make a big difference. It's not really going to make a change in things. It seems like a little thing. Oftentimes we think about that from the micromanager, that they're just nitpicking. If it's nitpicking, it's not meaningful. Is it important enough for us to talk about? And if it's not meaningful. So it's meaningful when it's about the performance that matters. So what are the things that are important enough to talk about? Those are the things we ought to be giving feedback on, the performance that matters and the results that matter. What are the things, what are the outcomes that are going to make a real difference? What are the big stones that are going to move us forward? Those are the things we ought to be giving feedback on. Those are the things that are meaningful. So we ought to always be giving feedback that's specific and has details and uses the data and all of those things. But we should be doing that about things that actually are going to matter. They're going to actually make a difference. Now, one more thing before I go, talking about making feedback meaningful. The other person might feel like you're nitpicking, right? And you may actually hear someone say that, well, that's just nitpicking. Well, as the leader, as the coach, if you realize that this isn't, like this is meaningful, this does matter, then you need to spend time with the person so they understand the gravity of the item, so that it isn't just nitpicking, it isn't just micromanaging, because they're viewing that, and if they're missing that point, then you have another task ahead of you. If it's meaningful, it makes sense to take the time to make sure that they understand that. Okay, so if we want to give more effective feedback, one of the things we want to do is to make that feedback meaningful. And hopefully this short video has helped you understand what that actually means and how to actually do it. Let me close with today's tweet. Feedback that is seen as meaningful is more likely to be accepted and acted upon. Well, I hope this question was useful for you. I actually hope the answer was useful for you, because as a leader, you're giving feedback, and we want to make sure that you're giving it in a meaningful way about meaningful things. And so if you found this useful, like there's lots of resources here on this site, right where you're seeing this, on the Bud to Boss website, there's all sorts of resources, free resources for you. I hope you'll take advantage of all of those. And we have some things you can pay us for too. We'd be happy if you wanted to take advantage of those as well. But most of all, we're here to help you be more successful. And we hope that these videos and this site helps you do exactly that.